This video we are going to discuss about how to find the sizing of the transformer for connecting load, like it could be in any MCC panel or a switch gear, whatever it is. And this video we are going to size the transformer for the MCC panel. Okay, before you are going to size the transformer, you should know some basic details. Like first one is connecting load. So what are the connecting loads in that MCC panel or switchgear you need to find. Generally, this electrical load, it's segregated in the following types of loads, like mechanical load, example pump, compressor, heater. These are MOV. These are the mechanical loads. Similarly, HVAC load, heat ventilation, air conditioner load, and heat raising panel. And fourth, lighting dBs. And fifth, estimated small power, like a power socket for the utility purpose, like telephone communication systems. Those things are will taken from the small power output. So these are the different types of load you need to understand. Then based on these loads, you have to segregate the load with their load duties. Second is load segregation with their load operating duties or operating philosophy. Some load we operated continuously. Thus loads we have to consider that load duty factor is 100%. Similarly, some load we use sometimes, that is an intermittent load, that is a 30%. For example, intermittent load like wall socket or welding socket in that field. That welding socket we will use only during the welding operation. So rest of the time it will be off. So those loads you have to consider only 30% of the rated capacity. Similarly, third is a standby. Standby means suppose if you are having two motors, only one motors if you are running at all the times, the second one will be come to the picture when the first motor will be failure. So like that standby motor you have to consider only 10% of that motor capacity. That is the load duty factors of connected loads. And third, you should know how to prepare the load list. So load list is very simple. First we need to convert all the values into kVA. If you are having value with a kilowatt or a HP, you convert those value into kVA. So converting value, you should know the power factor of the particular equipment. For example, if you are having lighting dBs, lighting dB power factor generally 0.9. Similarly, power dBs 0.85. Pump or compressor if it is there, that is 0.8 power factor, and heater it is a 1 power factor. So power factor converting formula kVA equal to kilowatt divided by power factor. So based on this, you just put the value, you can get it the kVA. Suppose if your motor having HP rating only, first you have to convert HP into kilowatt. So kilowatt converting formula is whatever the motor HP they are given divided by 0.746, then you will get the motor kilowatt rating. From that kilowatt you have to put it here and divided by this power factor 0.8, you will get the kVA. Okay, next is consider the demand factor. Demand factor is all load and calculate the demand load. You have to calculate the demand factor by first you have to consider the diversity factor. So diversity factor means for example, if you are connecting 10 motors in single from the single switch feeders, you have to connect 10 motors. But at a time, if you are seeing only 5 motor is running, another 5 will be standby. So that is called diversity factor. How much motors at the time duration it's running, maximum it's running. Same way as per IEC standard, they given some demand diversity factor for all the individual loads. For example, lighting means you have to consider this diversity factor, it is 1. For example, it is a socket load. If you are having 4 or 5 socket in the room, you have to consider only 0.6 diversity factor, because at a time only 60% of the socket only use, so 40% will be rest. Similarly, pump or compressor diversity factor value it will be 80%, that is 0.8, and heater and HVAC panel have to consider 1. So maximum demand you can find by demand factor into connected load into diversity factor. Okay, So demand factor is nothing but duty factor, okay, and connected load, whatever the load, if you are connecting motor or pump, whatever it is, and diversity factor. Diversity factor, these values, okay. Pump means 0.8, it's a heater means 1, dB means 1, and small power socket means 0.6. That is the maximum demand load. And finally, whatever the value is coming, you have to add 25% future spare for the maximum demand, that is used for the future purpose. That is also our IEC standard. So I will show you one load list. It is for the MCC panel. For example, we are going to connect one transformer for the MCC panel, and the MCC panel loads are given here. These 11 numbers like motor 1A, 1B up to UPS, these are the loads, and the description of that loads. And load duty, this is the duty factor they given. First, A pump is continuous, B is continuous, C standby. Similarly, 2A, 2B continuous, 2C standby. 3A, 3B continuous, 3C standby. And lighting DB continuous, UPS DB continuous. And equipment rating for the individual load, 75 kilowatt for the motor, okay, and 50 kilowatt for the 2A motors. For example, these all are individual kilowatt. So now I have to find the operating load. Operating load means I told whatever the equipment rating they given and multiply with the duty factors. If it is continuous duty means you have to just multiply 100%. That's why here it came 75. See here, here standby duty factor they given. So 75 kilowatt means only 10% you have to consider. So 7.5 kilowatt came. So like that you have to find the operating load. If it is continuous, 100% value. Intermittent means 30% of that equipment rating value. Standby means only 10%, 3 kilowatt, okay. Operating load is finished. Then third is the maximum demand. Maximum demand find by whatever the value coming here, this operating load, just multiply with the diversity factor. So for example, here motor 75 kilowatt is operating load came. So diversity factor we already discussed, it is a 0.8 for the motor and pump compressor. So 75 into 0.8, it is 60 kilowatt, okay. Similarly 93.75 into 0.8 here came. So all this value you just put, okay. So similarly all diversity factors you will get it the maximum demands. So total maximum demand you can find by just add all this value, individual demand value, you will get the 425.4 maximum demand, total maximum demand value, you can get it here. Same way you just add all this kVA, so you have get it 586.75. So with this 425 kilowatt you have to add future 25% spare. So 25% if you added, it will be 531.75 kilowatt or 733.6 kVA. So now we need to find the transformer based on this kilowatt, 531 kilowatt. So round you cannot get that 531 kilowatt transformer. So next the highest value will be 600 kilowatt or 750 kVA. Transformer is sufficient for this MCC panel. So in this way you have to find the transformer sizing for any switchgear or a MCC panel. And other factors in the transformer like impedance and vector group, all these values are typical rating you can choose. I hope now you will understand the concept how to find the transformer sizing for MCC panel and a switchgear. If you have any doubt, write it in the comment box. Thank you so much for watching this video.